Welcome to Relationship Marketing Realtor Celebrates Life. And today we have our guest speaker coming up at the halfway point, and she is Ms. Lynn Schreiner. Did I get that right, Carol?
Yes.
Great. And hi, I'm Sharon Grimm with SendOutCards. I've been with SendOutCards it's creeping up on almost 6 years, and I'm out of Hudson, Massachusetts, and I just joined because of my Christmas cards, and it made that easy, and then all of a sudden it was business. So let's have Carol introduce herself, my business partner.
Why, thank you. I'm Carol Ward, and I reside here in Westboro, Massachusetts, and I've been with SendOutCards just over 5 years. And I got involved because I really wanted somebody else to mail my stuff. And in about a week's time, I realized that it was more than just a card business. So we want to share with you all of that today, why people get involved, because it's a really cool system. So like Sharon said, we're going to be joined by Lynn at the halfway point, and she's going to tell us how she's been using it in her real estate business as well as in just life in general. And so with that, you want to get going?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
So the information that we're going to share with you in the first half is just going to change your life in a way of how you even envision sending cards, and maybe in other ways too. So we are very excited to be able to show that to you. SendOutCards is making a positive impact all over the world, and that happens every single day. And again, we're just excited to be here, and thank you so much, by the way, for joining us. We do appreciate you. So
we're going to show you how sending made simple is what SendOutCards is all about. And you can do all of this without changing anything that you do today, right?
That's right.
Awesome. Well, before we get deep into it, I want to give you just a little bit of background. Cody Bateman founded SendOutCards back in 2003. Our international headquarters are located in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we're a member of the Direct Sellers Association. Cody had this dream that he wanted to take the offline brick and mortar environment of greeting cards and gifts and change it to an online click and order environment. So just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music, these $3 billion companies, holy crap, they have effectively collapsed the inefficiencies in our marketplace, and they've made our lives easier. I don't know about you, but Amazon is where I go every day. I've already been out there, a half a dozen times this morning and ordered a bunch of things. They show up at my door so easy because all I have to do is look it up, click on it, and it's delivered to my house. Netflix, well, they've done a fabulous job of changing the way that we rent movies, that we watch movies and TV shows. They're the reason why we have the term binge watching, because they've made it so easy for you to just stream your favorite show, and before you know it, your time is gone. And just like that, iTunes has done the same thing for music. They have been able to eliminate, for the most part, music stores. I don't remember the last time I saw one, let alone walked into one. I know I get all my music electronically these days. So those are the ways that Cody had envisioned for SendOutCards to be making a similar impact, don't you think?
That's right. SendOutCards is doing the exact same thing for the greeting card and gifting industry, just from the comfort of your home, your office, or wherever you may be, perhaps on a beach. You can design a card, put your message in, add a picture to it, and you hit the magic send button. And this is where it got me. SendOutCards prints, stuffs, stamps, and mails it for you. Whew. I was in as soon as I heard that.
That was my only question getting into it. Tell me they mail it, and I will do whatever I need to do. And the rest is history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all part of that digital revolution out there. Just like the fact that the largest taxi company owns no taxis.
Uber.
And the largest telecom company owns no lines.
Skype.
The largest media owner creates no content.
Facebook.
The largest movie house has no cinemas.
Netflix.
And the largest software vendors, they don't create the apps.
Apple and Google.
Well, the soon-to-be largest greeting card and gift company has no stores.
SendOutCards.
It is so sweet.
SendOutCards is the best relationship building program in the world. Over 140 million greeting cards and 7 million gifts have been sent over the past 13 years. In fact, we are the #1 user of the United States first-class postage stamp.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. I'm glad that we're helping keep them in business.
Thank you.
So, SendOutCards has these fabulous cards, and you can create them right from your computer.
Or from your smartphone. It doesn't matter if you have an Android or an Apple.
Nope.
You can send a card from wherever you're at, whenever you want.
Absolutely. And that instant gratification is what we're all about these days. Because you and I know, and probably everybody listening to this knows, that all you have to do is open up your smartphone or your tablet, and before you know it, you've got your banking, you've got your books that you're reading, your social media. You're doing your business from your phone.
In fact, our CEO, he looked into that.
Yeah.
And right after that first meeting, that business meeting, there's usually 3 reasons why you want to follow up. Either you just want to thank them for meeting with them, or say, quite frankly, it was great to meet with you, or celebrating the new possibilities of working together. So he designed just a really go-to template card in this beautiful series with your choice of pearl white or satin black. And there they are in front of you. They're just simply gorgeous. And what's really neat is how easy it is to send them. Oh, right, Carol?
That it is. So I'm going to whip through that in about a minute, because once you click on the app on your phone, this is what it looks like. And hopefully you got the nice latte to go with it. Down in the bottom of that app is the campaign. So we'll click on that. And up pops our list. We're going to use the First Impressions White New Possibilities card. As soon as we click on that, the card pops into our screen, and all we have to do is swipe to the left, and we see the inside left of that card. Now, you can completely make this an eye-popping moment by popping in a photo. It simply takes the photo and formats it perfectly for this card. Swipe again, and now you have the message. And if you're having trouble wordsmithing, we've started it out for you, and you're more than welcome to use that. But if you have a message that you really want to say in there, please customize it as much as you need to and make it your own message. Once again, you can now swipe, and this is the back of the card. This is what we call our custom brand manager. Our branding, we have found that companies and individuals absolutely love being able to personalize the back of the card so that it's not only their card on the front and on the inside, but on the back too. It's 100% your creation. So all we have to do now is pick somebody to send it to. I would highly recommend that we use LJ, seeing as that's who the message is to. So we click on LJ, it tells us how many points and what the expense is for the postage, and we simply click submit, and look what shows up in LJ's mailbox. Wow. That was all the work I had to do, was push a few buttons, write a few words, and SendOutCards did the rest for me. Amazing.
Amazing. And just so you know, I'm going to go over pricing in a second. This card right here costs about $2.
It's phenomenal. And that is just, anyways.
Yes.
You've now created not only a first impression, but a fabulous lasting impression.
Absolutely.
So with that pricing.
Yeah, I'll just go over our plans and packages that we offer here. We have a preferred monthly package at $39 a month, and that includes 100 points every month at 39 cents per point. No commitment. You can cancel at any time. And then we have a couple other packages. We have the $9.80 a month plan, the retail, as well as the pay-as-you-go. And simply for the pay-as-you-go, it's a sliding scale fee. The more points you buy, the less you pay. However, that's just the points for the cards and gifts. There's a little bit more.
There is. We've put together these bundles to help you take advantage of all the tools that we have. that first impressions kit that you just saw, that's included in both the marketing and the business bundle. So regardless of which one you select, you'll get that beautiful card to be able to send to your customers. And once you do that, you're going to want to use the rest of the tools. So your business bundle has one huge differentiator, and that is a multi-user account. So you may want to be able to take advantage of that depending on how big your sales team is. Our marketing bundle is a wonderful value at $395. It's a $750 value. And then your personal bundle has some of the tools that you can get going with, and you can always upgrade later. So just get back to whoever sent you here and let them help you understand the differences and decide what works best for you at this time.
Absolutely. So as you're using this program or looking at it, you may be thinking, I know a few people that could use this. Oh my gosh, this is brilliant. That's when you tack on a distributorship. And it's only $50 with a $59 annual renewal fee. And what's really neat now, if you join with a marketing bundle or a business bundle, as well as the distributorship, you get a unique bonus distributor follow-up campaign pack, which allows you to follow up with your customers of SendOutCards, as well as your team that you grow with SendOutCards.
Absolutely.
We're just going to do a quick preview because this is the new option.
And if, just so that you know, if you bought that separate, which I did, it's a $99 value because it just came out. So it was a new product for me and I had to have it for my new customers.
Absolutely.
So you'll see why. So this is what that package looks like.
Right. So this grouping, this is the 4-touch campaign for your new customers. It welcomes them and it drips upon them every couple of days over a 2-week period. So that way they're getting to see and they get these touches. So that's for your new customers. And then for your new teammates, your distributors, there's a 4-touch campaign. Very inspirational. Welcome to the team. Teamwork, something dream work. Sorry, I see all that. But again, it's over a 2-week period and just rips upon them every few days. So fantastic.
Yeah, it's a beautiful campaign. I know that I've already sent it to a number of people.
I do.
Love it. So as we're going through this next part, we're going to talk to you about what the money is that you can make with this company, right? So as we're going through it, start thinking about where you fall into one of these 4 categories. You'd be a 1 if you're a customer, and customers are fabulous.
Awesome.
We love to have people use this product because that's what we're all about. If you want to join SendOutCards as a distributor, we have 3 levels of distributors. You're a 2 if you're a referral partner, or you just want to have it as a self-funding marketing plan for your company or organization. You would be a 3 if you want to earn money working part-time and perhaps pay off that school loan or your car loan or one of those bills. Or you're a 4 if you're looking to replace your current income. So just keep that in mind as we go through the next few slides.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to go over the CAB bonuses that you can earn for the marketing bundle. We're just going to, for the various bundles, and we're just going to start with the marketing bundle. So for each marketing bundle that you sell, you can earn up to $335. And for each marketing bundle that you can sell throughout your organization, you can earn up to,
I think it's $195.
And then you just simply double that for the business bundle and have that for the personal bundle.
Sweet.
But that's immediate customer acquisition bonus. There's another part of how we earn money.
Yes, absolutely. The other part is called residual income. And residual income is that keeps coming every month because your customers are going to be on a subscription or they're going to be doing the pay as you go. So as they buy those points, that becomes your residual income. For everyone that you personally sponsor, you'll earn 20% of whatever it is that they spend every month. And as you're doing this, guess what? You're going to be sharing it with people who are going to join your organization, and they're going to want to also be distributors. So let's say that you add 3 people at the first level, and they each add 3 people, and they each add 3 people. As you go down, at 7 levels deep, That's like 3,200 people in your organization that are all gathering customers, sharing the business, and you're going to be getting a residual monthly commission off of that. Kind of sweet, huh?
Excellent.
So I'm not sure how big your check is going to be, but I can tell you that it depends on how big your team is.
That's right. So, as we said before, whoever instructed you to come here, whether it was Carol, I, or somebody else in SendOutCards, just get back to them. Let them know if you're a 1, a customer, and again, we love them, and a 2, a referral partner, a 3, you just want to earn money part-time on the side, or 4, you want to replace your current income.
Perfect. And just to wrap up, SendOutCards is poised at this point for massive growth. We do have international expansion going on. Over the next few years, millions of people are going to continue to experience SendOutCards, and we will be a worldwide household name.
So join us today. And now is about the halfway point when we get to start Realtor Celebrates Life with Lynn Schreiner. And we're going to unmute Lynn and make sure that we can hear her and she can hear us. Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Okay,
Awesome.
And I'm going to introduce you. Lynn has been an entrepreneur for 31 years. Lynn knew at a young age she had to work in a field that allowed her to be creative. For 15 years, she was a professional nail technician who owned and operated 4 salons from Arlington to Ashland, Massachusetts. After closing her last salon, she ventured into her current career in real estate, which she has kept growing and thriving for 17 years. In 2009, a friend from church introduced her to SendOutCards, and she immediately saw how the system would complement her real estate business and allow her to build a residual income by sharing it with others. Lynn's a mom to 5 adult children and has 2 daughter-in-laws and a 3-month-old grandson, which I believe we're going to see a picture of. I'm so excited. Yes. Some of her passions are baking, quilting, traveling, and meeting new people. Welcome, 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 Lynn. I can't wait to hear everything you have to share.
Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. The show is yours, my dear.
The show is mine. Well, ladies, as you know, we've been together on this journey called SendOutCards for years now. And as you were just talking about residual income checks, I have one right here. One of my favorite things is when I go to the mailbox and there's a little envelope from SendOutCards. And after 31 years of working for myself and being self-employed, there's absolutely nothing like getting paid again and again and again for the work that you do once. So that's one of my, I can't say enough about how fun it is to send cards, but it just adds to the joy when you go to the mailbox and you're getting paid for doing this. So I'm really happy to be on and to share some of my card stories and how I use this to enhance my life and the lives of others. So thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a recent card that I sent. The 2 lovely young ladies in the middle picture with the older gentleman are my 2 beautiful daughters and my first husband. And the man in the gold jacket, unfortunately, that was their grandfather. My ex-husband is remarried, and we have a great relationship, and we're all friends. And we had been on Thanksgiving all together passing around that gold leather Escada jacket, and everybody was joking and laughing and trying on the jacket. And when Jerry, the person in the older man with the necktie on, passed away recently, I knew on my computer I had to have a picture of him in that gold jacket. So at his celebration of life, aka funeral, they took his urn. As you can see, my ex-husband in the black, Mike, is holding the urn. And Mike and Jerry were really, really close to each other. And Mike is literally carrying that urn out of the funeral home and carrying his friend to the Frank's Steakhouse in Cambridge, where they proceeded to have a beautiful luncheon ceremony, and everybody was toasting Jerry and drinking whiskey, except for me. I wasn't drinking it. And I was sitting at my table, and across the on the bar, I saw his urn sitting there, the picture on the left, with a little shot glass. They had literally set the toast glass in front of the urn. And I thought to myself, because I'm always looking at life with SendOutCards eyes, that would make a great photo for a card. So from across the room, I zoomed in on it and I took the picture. And I sent the card to his widow and to Mike and the girls. And they loved it. They were so touched by the fact that I would make such a special card for them. And I just enjoy doing things like that with SendOutCards.
That's awesome.
This is my most favorite. The dog on the left is Charlie, and Charlie's mom is a future real estate client of mine. Her name is Danielle, and she is serving in the military. And we actually are not have not established yet a working relationship with each other. However, we've had some phone conversations, and she told me that she was being deployed to Egypt for a year, and sadly, she was going to have to find a home for Charlie to stay at while she was gone. And in a post on Facebook a couple months ago, she said that there is no coffee where she is. And well, the coffee that they had was 7 months old. And would friends and family back in the United States please, please, please ship her some coffee? So I got a prompting, like Cody teaches us. I had a prompting, wouldn't it be cool if I could get some pictures of Charlie and make her a card? So I went to her Facebook page, and I saved all these pictures of Charlie, pictures she had posted, including the one of herself in the middle, if you look in the photo with the card spread out. And I made this really cool card, and I mailed it to my home address, and then I put it in the box with the coffee. Well, last Saturday, she popped up on Facebook Messenger and said that after 2 months, the coffee had finally arrived. And I thought, she didn't say anything about the card. So I typed back and said, was there any mail in the box? Because my worst fear was that they had opened the box and taken this great card out and that she would never get it. And about 5 minutes went by, and all of a sudden on Facebook Messenger pops up, OMG, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm in tears. How did you do this? And then later on, she messaged me and said, this is honestly the nicest thing that's happened to me since I've been in Egypt. And then later she posted this little blurb on Facebook giving me a shout out as her realtor to all of her friends and family on Facebook. So the point is, I've never even worked with her as her realtor yet, but it solidified our relationship to the fact that when she comes back from Egypt, I will be working with her as her realtor.
That's awesome.
This is a young couple that just purchased this home, and I actually made this card for their mortgage broker who is just venturing into using SendOutCards, and I wanted to show her how creative and easy it is to be with 2 simple photographs. So I went to MLS, I grabbed the picture of the home that they bought, she sent me the picture of the 2 of them, I put it's the full spread on the inside of the card, and on the back of it is branded with her mortgage information, so that when they got the card, it's from her, and they'll have this keepsake of the day that they closed on their home in July.
Wow.
Who might this be? I actually have that card sitting right here. And Sharon, if you remember, we were all 3 of us that are on this Zoom were together in New Hampshire, and we were all loving the drink that's in your hand, and that was why we took the picture to begin with, because it was such a cool drink. And we were sitting on a deck, and you can see the deck behind you, Sharon, and I like to make my cards just kind of really cool, and it's so simple with SendOutCards to snap a picture of anything that could be a cool background in the card. So that's literally, in this big image, that's the deck that we were sitting on. I just leaned over from where I was sitting, looked at the ground, snapped a picture on my phone, and then uploaded into the card, and then dragged and dropped a few simple elements that are in SendOutCards, and sent this card to all the ladies that were in their bathing suits sitting by the pool, including myself.
Yes.
Thank you. That was such a fun card to get.
That was a fun card. It was a fun card to make, because I just love that picture of you, Sharon, and we were having such a fun time planning our September 21st SendOutCards event that you're all invited to. Hint, hint. Yeah. Be there or be square. All right. This is my grandson, and I absolutely love, love, love. These are the new templates that SendOutCards just uploaded into our system. And these photos are pictures that my daughter-in-law, who's also in SendOutCards with us, has been texting me over the past couple weeks of my new grandson. And all I did was upload this template. I did this card was done on my phone. I just want to make it clear. I used the app on the phone. I just went in, picked the template, dragged and dropped all the pictures, and then I love this picture of him smiling, put a full picture here, another picture there, and a message telling them that I think they're doing a great job being new parents and taking care of our grandson. So I love this card. I think this is my new favorite.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. He's so cute, right?
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Thank you very much.
So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do we have anybody on? I think we just have us. Okay.
Just us.
Okay. So I've just kind of, as I read your bio, realized that you were quite a little creative gal with, salons and nails and hair. Mm-hmm. And now I know why your cards, Lynn, are so creative and amazing, because the card for, our little planning session was beautifully laid out. And then the other cards for the memory cards were amazing. You can, so have you found you're able to transfer your creative vibe?
Okay. Yes. Okay, let me just say, this morning I had to go meet an appraiser to let him into a house. And while he was doing his thing, I was taking a walk with my dog Bella around the backyard of the property. And one thing that I am really keyed into doing is looking for cool textural things that would make a great backdrop behind my photos. And because with SendOutCards, it's so simple to layer, put a background photo and then put another photo on top of it. So on my phone, I walked around with the camera on my phone. I have a iPhone 6 Plus, and I took many different pictures. You probably can't see this, right? That's not going to work. But just like the side of the house, the barn red with the texture on the side of the house. There was a scarecrow made out of hay, and I zoomed in on the hay. And I like to do that because I just think it makes the cards super interesting, let's say. And I know that they're different than any other card that my friends have received from me. So not all my cards are that creative, but when I get the chance, it's just fun for me to do.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely. And I like how, as a realtor, you're kind of thinking ahead. You have this gal that's out there in the military. Obviously, when she comes settle home, or she's going to need an agent. And she's in that era where, I don't know about you, and when I was buying a house, like everybody was buying a house. When I was getting married, everybody was getting married. It's like all your friends are doing the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, the clients, the way that she was introduced to me was through other clients. She's actually a female corrections officer, and I've worked with some of her colleagues to sell them houses, and they all got cards from me too. So they were all like referring, each other to me. And I like to use SendOutCards once a transaction is finished. I do a lot of single family home rentals as well as sales, and I like to send cards to people in the beginning of the transaction, during the transaction, after the transaction. And as I'm out there looking and showing them the houses and they're in the contract process, I'm snapping pictures because I'm already planning ahead the card that I know I'm gonna send them a card.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I just finished renting a home, a decent sized home, and I know the clients are gonna work with me again in 6 months to buy a pretty expensive home in our area. And I got a picture of the four of them standing in front of the house when we were doing the final walkthrough. And 2 days ago, I sent that picture on the front of the card. The inside of the card is a picture of the house, and I included a 4-pack of brownies because they're a family of 4, and just said, looking forward to working again with you in the spring. So that's it's so simple. It's so simple to do it. It's simple not to do it. But boy, when you do it, it makes such an impact on people's lives. And it's so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Well, Lynn, thank you so much for being with us today and for telling us all of this information. I mean, it's really been wonderful seeing what you've done with the cards and how you've impacted lives, because honestly, that's what Send Out Cards is all about.
Sure is. Well, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish the world knew about SendOutCards. I said to, I got a 8 o'clock this morning, a message on Facebook from somebody who received a card from me yesterday. They got a new German Shepherd puppy, and I put the dog's pictures that they put on Facebook in a card and sent it to them. And she said, you know, this absolutely brought so much joy to my life. And I said, I know, you know, if the world sent cards, we wouldn't have war. We wouldn't have wars.
Pretty much.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. We're all, I know you too, and myself, and everybody else in Send Out Cards is out there sharing it with other people, and
definitely doing our part.
we're changing the lives. We're changing the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you again for having me. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And we just want to make sure people are aware a little bit more about the September 21st event. Actually, all three of us will be speaking. And that is in Marlborough, Massachusetts. There's some information on this next slide here for you if you're listening, and we'd love to have you join us. And there's a Eventbrite registration that's down below on the screen. And if you're in a BNI, it's worth 5 CUs. And tell us about our two.
At least it is for Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Connecticut.
That's right.
Those 3 states have gotten it approved to have the 5 CEUs. So if you're coming from another state, check with your own BNI and see if they will also approve that. Just tell them that everybody else is doing it. So we would love to have you. Our guest speakers are phenomenal. Dr. Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, which is why we're getting CEUs. He's our keynote speaker. Jordan Adler, the #1 earner in Send Out Cards, author of Beach Money and soon to be More Than Beach Money. And he's also the #1 BNI business referrer. So he's going to be our second headliner. So we're really packing a lot into this. And our very own Steve Schultz, who is our president of field operations, also a well-known author. And he's now a trainer for John C. Maxwell's organization as well for this new series that they're putting out. So it is going to be an amazing event to just come check out and learn how to network for success. You'll always pick up some new tips, even if you think you're pretty good at networking. I think that these guys have a lot of tips for us.
Yep, and we're going to have 300 registered for this event, so you'll have lots of new people to be able to meet in person.
Absolutely.
So we hope to see you there. Thank you so much for viewing, and we have a fantastic day.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.